We're gonna learn how to do some percent problems. The way I'm gonna teach you is proportions. There's other ways to do it, but this is just one way to show you guys. So translating percent problems, the what is the variable, the piece that we don't know that answer. Is always going to be equal to, of is the multiplication. It's so that it's the operation, you times something, and then percent is the percent. So we are going to skip down to proportions. Here's the thing, you're going to have three pieces of the puzzle. They're going to ask you a percent of a whole equals the part. So there's three different pieces that are missing. So if you set it up as a proportion, it's always the percent over 100 is equal to the part over the whole. So that means these three pieces, you have to figure out which ones you have and which ones you need to solve for. You're going to have one missing. For example, 22 is what percent of 80? So is what percent? That means I don't have the percent. So I know that my variable is going to be where the percent symbol it was. 22 is part of my whole. So you're multiplying of the whole. So because of the word of, that's your whole or total. Let's write this a little bigger. What percent? I don't know the percent equals, I know the part and the whole. So let's try this again over here. 50. So now I have the percent. I know it's just 51. Don't write the percent symbol, just drop it. Of 200. That means that's my whole. Is what? I don't know. So it's going to be X over 212. All right, so let's do a couple and we're going to do them out and solve them. I'm not going to be doing everything on the page. 540 is what percent of 1200? So what percent? I don't know what the percent is of my whole. So this makes this the part. So when I go to set it up, it's always proportions are two equal fractions. I'm going to put the percent over the 100 always. The whole is always down here. So if I go to solve this, let's figure out what percent that is. I'm going to cross multiply 1200x equals 540 times 100, 540, add two zeros. Now I'm going to divide both sides by what is next to my variable. So x equals 54,000 divided by 1200. 45. So 540 is 45% of 1200. That makes sense. It's not quite half, but it's almost. All right, let's do another one. What is 32% of 60 of my whole? So let's set up. Okay, I know the 32 because of the percent sign goes over the 100. Now I don't know what the part is, but I do have my whole number. So I'm going to use my calculator and cross multiply 100 times x equals 32 times 60, 1920, 1920. Divide both sides by what is next to my variable. I'm dividing by 100, so my decimal place will move 1, 2. 19.2. See how that works? Divided by 100. Bam. So 19.2 is 32% of 60. Let's do another one. 15 is 42% of what number? Of what of my whole. So my whole, I don't have this time. I have the part, and I definitely have the percent. Okay, this is, I don't know what that whole number is. I know 42 is the percent. So 15 is 42% of what number? Let's cross multiply. 42 times X equals 1500, 1,500. Divide both sides by 42 because it's next to my variable. 1,500 divided by 42. Let's round this to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to go out to 2 decimal places. It's a 1. I look over the right, that's a 4. I'm going to stay at 1. So 35.71. Do another one. 20 is what percent of 80? So I have my whole. I don't have the percent, and I have the part. So if I go to set this up, set up my 2 proportions. I know I don't have the percent. That's where my variable is going. I have my whole and the part of the whole. So let's cross multiply. 80 times X equals 2,000. Divide both sides by 80. $25. So 20 is 25% of 80. We're going to continue doing some more problems in a separate video.